Are you serious?
So this is How to Kill an Hour. I'm Marcus Bronzy.
And I'm Funk Butcher.
Plenty of ways to kill an hour out there, but right now you were killing one with us.
Yes, you can listen to us via the Apple Podcast app for iPhone, iTunes, Apple computers, via the Acast, which works on Android, iPhone, and pretty much works with every phone out there. Gonna take a deep breath while I get through all these shout-outs now. Shouts to David Reed, Luke Wilson, Tom S, Maria Nalimova, Vitali, Sky Game Star, Hackanoon, Ben is the Man 34, Haley Clark, Music, Anthony Harding, Crawford Robson, M1K4KL, Jhead 13, Darren B, Barbara Z, Rary, Ian, UK Streets Limit, Aurelia Stylex, Micah Butterfield.
Also, much love to the iTunes reviewers as well, giving us some love via iTunes.
Love that.
Yes. Hello to Killing Hours saying, I want to meet some more episodes. Why haven't I heard of this before? I will keep Killing Hours week in, week out. And Monir as well saying, How to Kill an Hour is a wicked show. Great app reviews and laughs.
Hooray!
It's simple. Well, it's lovely. You can leave us a rating and review on iTunes. We've left a link in the description to make it super easy for you to rate and review us. It just helps us get some more ears, if I'm honest. Man.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to show us some extra love, you can become a patron of How to Kill an Hour at the cost of buying us a espresso or a good old cup of tea. And in return, we'll give you some bonus content, like some early releases of episodes. There's some videos as well of us trying out some of the kit that's coming up as well, like when Funk's trying to put together that Lamzak Fat Boy. And yeah, there's some more visual bits that will be coming up on there as well. So to do all of that, to become a patron of the show, it's howtokillanhour.com/T. But before we get into our killer bit, so we talk about ways we've been killing time or cool stuff that we've been trying out, we need to just pump up our chests,
Blow our own horn.
We the best. Another one. Major key. Yeah, we've I'm really happy, Funk, at what's been going on iTunes.
So
man.
we should be.
And
so we should be. Go on, break it down for them.
Be getting some love on iTunes. Basically, there's the front page of iTunes, featured podcasts, and that's where iTunes puts podcasts that are just doing well and iTunes are feeling.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying.
You need to break it down because obviously there's different sections.
There's different sections. So there's new and noteworthy. Yeah. That's if you're new to the game. And iTunes say, hey, you're new. Yeah. We like what you're doing. Yeah. Here's a little pat on the back. Let's show people that you're not messing around. And How to Kill an Hour is the alumni of new and noteworthy. Also, you've got features like, they'll pick out a history section. Okay. They'll pick out like a gadget section one week. Yeah. But they'll always have this area called the editor's choice, where the editor of iTunes podcast says, hey, now these guys are serious. You need to check them out. And all I'm saying is we are slap bang on the editor's choice. And we've just been bouncing around there for a few weeks, man.
This is what I'm saying. We've been there consistently.
Shout out to the editor. Maybe it's someone we know. Maybe it's someone we know. Checks in the post, man.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. My PayPal's looking a bit dry after making the pay now. I appreciate the love for that. And it's good to know that we're appreciated not only by you, the listener, but by iTunes as well.
iTunes themselves.
iTunes are feeling us.
The illustrious iTunes.
Hey, sharing pixel space with some big ass podcasts. And as well as that, the tech charts as well. We've been kicking ass in the iTunes tech charts, sitting along. I feel like I have no shame mentioning other podcasts that because these guys are monsters, man. We sitting next to TED Talks, Reply All by Gimlet, Note to Self, Chips of Everything from the Guardian. We've just been bouncing around there, hanging
around with the big boys.
Yeah, second spot, third spot. So in short, thank you for supporting us, because if it wasn't for you, and also the editor of iTunes, we wouldn't be getting this sort of love, man. So please keep doing that. In fact, here's something you can do. Tell one person about How to Kill an Hour. Yeah. Just tell one person about them. Tell them, look, if you've got an iPhone, go to that podcast app, Yeah,
you lot are disciples. Spread the gospel.
Yeah, spread that gospel. Send them to howtokillanhour.com and say, listen, these bumbling guys actually know what they're talking about sometimes. But I'm gas funk, man. I feel happy.
You look happy.
I am. I'm tired. Can you not hear my voice? My voice is breaking down, man.
Why? What's going on, man?
This is the day after Notting Hill Carnival, and it's one of the biggest street parties in the world. I think it's Rio Carnival is the biggest. Yeah. And Notting Hill Carnival might be the second biggest.
It's the biggest carnival in Europe.
Okay. Biggest carnival.
Yeah. So it averages 2 million on the Monday.
Yeah, and let's be honest, who really can accurately click how many people are on these streets? It's a free party. So yeah, officially 2 million.
A percentage of those people actually live there as well, so they live in the area, so yeah.
It's crazy, and it's a great excuse for women to wear no clothes and dance to this type of music called soca all day. But unfortunately, I had a booking on the bank holiday Sunday, so I missed it. So I had to leave London on Saturday because I live near the carnival and I wouldn't be able to travel. Spend bank holiday Sunday and Monday at my booking in Preston, and then come back on the Monday, and I miss carnival vibes.
I was in my sick bed as well since I got back from my DJing duties. My sorry, can I say it again?
Yeah,
my DJing duties in Mallorca and Ibiza.
Okay,
chilling with the stars.
You were actually chilling with stars.
I was actually. You know, some people say that and they're just like, whatever. Yeah, I was actually chilling with the stars. So I was chilling with a man like Wayne Lineker and Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. No explanation needed.
Yeah, but the thing that's most significant about the Ed Sheeran comment is that Ed Sheeran has actually disappeared off the face of the earth. You know, he's taken a hiatus from music in his...
He did.
So even if you go on his, I think his social media's Twitter, he hasn't tweeted since, I think, the back end of 2015, something like that.
I'll go on his Twitter now. Yeah. Why are you telling this story? I'll go find it.
I was just DJing there doing the Kiss Street gig, playing old school house classics, funky classics, and so just as I was leaving to catch my flight back, grabbed a snap with him, and he said the comment I put in my Instagram post that he's not really even a big fan of house music, but he loved my set. So I believed I've converted another one.
So Ed Sheeran don't like house, but he said, I like your set. Yeah, man. Did you say to him, I don't really like ginger guys playing guitars, but actually, you know what? I like your music too. Did you say that to him?
He might switch that he might change that little guitar for a drum machine, man.
Yeah. Don't let Ed Sheeran come be talented, you know. Talented. This is what he said actually. Hello all. I'm taking a break from my phone, emails and all social media for a while. I've had an amazing ride over the last 5 years, but I find myself seeing the world through my screen and not through my eyes. So I'm taking this opportunity of me not having to be anywhere or do anything to travel the world and see everything I've missed. To my friends and family, I love you and you will understand me buggering off for a bit. To my fans, the third album is on its way and it's the best thing I've made thus far. See you all next autumn and thank you for being amazing. So he took a year off. He said this last December?
Yeah.
So he's taking a year, but you know what's gangster about that comment as well, Funk? He's taking a year off, but he said he's finished the album already.
I know.
He's like, the album's fire, but I'm just going to take a year off and drop it.
Such a boss.
Did you get to have a nice chat with him though? Was it like a quick thing?
Yeah, it was a quick thing. I literally just finished my set. Just saying highs and byes to a lot of people before I had to jump on a plane and get back to the UK.
Was he partying, or was he?
He was actually quite reserved. He's a really, really nice chap anyway. I've met him before. I met him a couple of years back with Jamal Edwards,
who's the founder of
SBTV.
Who's like a massive YouTube network.
Founder of SBTV. What's he got? He's got an MBE as well.
He's an MBE, yeah.
He's just doing a lot before 30.
He's the only guy, only YouTube boss. I know he does more than that now, but the only guy that's like a YouTube boss that's got an MBE.
Yeah.
Holding that down. That's a big
achievement. At 25 as well. Yeah. Ridiculous. Shouts to Jamal.
You know they give you an MBE for a reason.
Yeah.
So is it for his contribution to YouTube?
I don't know. Contribution to helping MCs.
Contribution to MCs. That's what it is. Imagine the Queen. Well done. Thank you for helping out all of my grime MCs in my constituency. Yeah.
So, but a really, really cool, easygoing guy. It doesn't seem like the fame and success has completely changed his persona. I think what he's struggling with is finding moments that he can have to himself. So he was kind of just holding the corner and just picking up the vibe and whatnot, but he wasn't kind of rude to all the being inundated with the requests for pictures and autographs and all that kind of stuff. He's still very mannerable and whatnot. But yeah, he enjoyed himself. But I was actually, when you said that, I said to you, like, you looked a bit down and depressed. I was going to say, had you seen by any chance the new Jason Bourne film? Because that's probably... Because if you had, motherfucker, then I could understand why you're depressed and sad. Man, listen, like I saw that shit last night, man. Was it last night? No, a couple of nights ago.
Yeah,
I saw that shit, and that's what it was. That shit.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, and you've never heard me talk like this about a film. Normally I'm quite reserved. Normally I still kind of...
You find the good in it somewhere.
I find the good somewhere.
There's a couple episodes back where Funk really defends Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Bless him, he tries his hardest.
So this is it, yeah. So if you can put that in context, yeah. If I've defended Suicide Squad, then...
Sorry, that was episode 50?
Yeah. So in episode, our 50th episode, when I defended Suicide Squad. And personally, badly, because I didn't think the film was that bad. That puts it into perspective of how bad I think this Jason Bourne film is.
Wow.
It is the whackness.
So there's this thing on YouTube that gives you the catch up on everything that's gone on with all the previous Bourne films. Okay. Did you have to refresh yourself before you came to watch this Bourne film?
It would have made a difference. It wouldn't have impacted your ability to see how whack this film was.
What was poor with it? Because we've had, was it 3 Bourne films and then the Jeremy Renner one? The one that...
Hasn't he done 2? Jeremy Renner?
I can't remember. Maybe he's done 2.
Okay, maybe he's done 2,
So the Jeremy Renner 101s.
Yeah.
And this is where where Matt Damon is supposed to be back and kicking ass.
Yeah.
But what was wrong with it? Let's break it down.
It was just kind of like... They found Bourne, and then Bourne has kind of transitioned from this, obviously, this highly able agent, whatever, and he comes across as being superhuman now. He's like, at the start of the film, he's knocking out people with one punch, and it's just like, the action in it is not really linked, and tying that loosely, it just felt like this was just a payday for Matt.
Okay, so in the previous Bourne films, the fight scenes were some of the highlights. They were so gritty, real.
And even the fight scenes were kind of building up to a crescendo with the final fight of whoever that agent at that time that was looking for Bourne. There was always like a significant kind of anti-agent that was trying to get him for the CIA or whatever kind of thing, and bring him in or whatever, or kill him. And that fight was also supposed to be like the grand finale. The last fight in this film was over in like 3 minutes tops.
Really?
It was bad, man.
So the boss fight, that's what I call it. The boss fight wasn't good. The M. Bison fight.
Now, do you know the what's it called? The benchmark for boss fights.
Yeah.
The benchmark for boss fights from this day forth, is the Raid 2. That last fight in the kitchen, Now, any director, if you're ever going to make some sort of action film and it's got a last fight in there, it
has to be the Raid 2.
Yeah, in fact, it has to be the Raid 2, the kitchen fight scene. So it's actually not the last fight, but it's the penultimate.
If you've not seen the Raid films, go and see them and then come back and re-listen to this, because Funk's talking about 2 films where there are some of the best fighting sequences I have ever seen. Ever. Like, and it's one of those things, if you haven't seen it, you don't get what the hype is about. And then there's 2 types of people. People that agree with it because they've seen it, and the other type of people that haven't seen it. Like, everyone that sees it is like, whoa. Whoa, like Raid, and the Raid is sick. So basically, you're likening, from the vibe I'm getting from you, correct me if I'm wrong, is that he's a little bit more Jason Statham in the Transporter with his action than he is.
There's that.
If you could compare it, is it cheesy fighting? If you compare the superhumanist to another person, who is it? Is he like Superman?
He's a bit like, it's like watching a modern day version of Commando.
Oh wow!
When you watch Commando now and you see how cheesy it is, but you understand for its time it was acceptable to make a film Commando-esque in the sense of, not like Matt Damon's giving off one-liners here and there, but his mission is so easy and simplistic, and the way he progresses through it, that it's just kind of like, what's going on here? You're going up against the whole of the CIA, one organization, and you are progressing this far. You've gone through all these films and you haven't been caught, or you're not dead. They're sending their best people against you, and they've kind of tied in a little bit of current news as well, in the sense of, remember that episode where we spoke about the US government trying to hack phones to hack the iPhones of a terrorist to find out. So there's this character he's supposed to be like a Mark Zuckerberg kind of figurehead where he controls a social media organization. The CIA want to use the backdoor end to access the information that he has. So that is one of the new files, the new secret black op files that is currently ongoing, and Jason Bourne has to kind of like stop that.
So you really are not looking like you're happy with it at all. You look disappointed. So I'm going to ask you out of 5, Funk. What is it going to get?
This is seriously, it's getting a -5, man.
Real? A -5?
Yeah. I've never actually left the cinema and scowled at the person working at the cinema because I hated. I felt like you knew this film was shit and you still took my money. You could have warned me, yeah. You still took my money.
They could have just gone like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You didn't say Finding Dory.
Yeah.
You didn't say that, no? You sure?
It's like the person, yeah, who you're in the house and you ask them, can you use the toilet? You say you need to go number 2. So yeah, you can use the toilet. And they go, yeah, go on. And you go in the toilet and you use number 2 and then there's no toilet paper. And they let you go in there. So it's just like, I felt like that's what that guy did at the cinema. He knew this film was shit and he let me walk in there. He let me pay. he let me pay. He let me walk in there. Sold me down the river, man.
I don't know what to say. So, are there going to be any more Bourne films, or do you think that's the
I
end of
hope
Bourne?
not. Jason Bourne again, Christian.
Say no more. So, how have you been killing some time, bro?
So aside from that, and the DJing, I downloaded the new Resident Evil 7 trailer.
Right, talk to me. I've not seen any of this, so just talk us through it.
Man,
Let's talk about it.
I don't know why I do this to myself, man. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if you know this about me. Like, I'm not a big fan of horror films. I don't like horror films. I don't like to be scared.
I'm with you. Like spooky ones, the jump scare ones.
Yeah.
And the jump scare games, that's a no for me. But I do like thrillery ones, and I do like a sci-fi twist.
Okay.
So
what's Saws? Is Saws a horror?
Saws a fucking freak out movie. That's what it is. It's a
Is it horror though?
It's horror, but I'd call it there's an actual name. It's a gross out movie. Okay. That's what they call it. A gross out movie.
I can take those ones.
Yeah, I hate gross out movies.
I can take Saws. I can take like your classics like your Nightmare on Elm Street. So you know what I can't take? You know when we got to an era where we started having the little girls with the hair over their faces and their heads turned around. Yeah, The Ring. Yeah, that was it.
Really?
That's what set the trend. Okay. So, like, this game kind of sits in that realm of those films which I hate, I detest, and me like an idiot, I thought to myself, let me give it a go. I'm a bit older than when I first played Resident Evil, the first game, and that shit me up, man. So
set this up for us. What was the room like with the lights on?
The lights were off. I thought, let me do this properly.
You went in?
The lights were off.
Okay.
I actually downloaded it, yeah, during the day, and I was going to play it. I thought, nah, this is cheating, Funk.
Okay.
This is cheating.
So you downloaded it.
I downloaded it and I waited until sunset.
PS4, yeah?
Yeah.
Onto the PS4.
Onto the PS4.
Right.
And I downloaded it's a free trailer, free demo. It's called The Beginning. Right. And it's basically the opening sequence of Resident Evil 7. So it's the dynamic of it is different. It's now first person.
Okay.
So you're kind of walking around the house looking for clues and everything like that. So that aspect alone makes it a lot more scarier because your perspective is limited. You literally have to turn the camera around. You don't see the person coming behind you as if you would in a third person game. So you literally have to turn your joystick around to see everything. And it's like the perspective is shot from as if you were to have a torchlight. So everything on the peripheral is all dark. So you're only seeing of the screen, you're only seeing that portion in the middle of it, which is illuminated. So I'm just like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I doing this to myself? But the game is brilliant in that aspect. It made me jump.
Yeah.
And that's what the trailer did. The trailer made me jump.
So things could creep up on you. Yeah.
Yeah. So things were moving.
Yeah.
Like on my peripheral, you'd see something move, but when you move the light of your camera to that direction, whatever it was has gone.
Oh.
Or you'd hear a noise in the house, but basically what it is that you have to get out of the house. So the opening trailer starts and it says you have to get out of the house, and there's like a video that plays, and the video cassette kind of shows you how you got into the house. You're like with a news crew. You're going to do a news report on this creepy old house, and then you and your news crew get ambushed, and then you wake up and all your news crew are gone, and you have to kind of like work out how the hell do you get out of the house. Yeah.
Did you get out of the house? Did you finish it?
Yeah, I got out of the house.
So you actually finished it?
Yes, but it ends as you get out of the house, but you're attacked, and then it says, okay, the game comes out in 2017.
Would you play the real full game?
Hell no. So basically, the game has got in that aspect 5 stars because it's absolutely. I find it petrifying.
So it's amazing, but just not for you.
Yeah, not for me.
Fair enough. I don't know if that's me. You know, I'm a pussy when it comes to that sort of stuff.
You're a Kentucky Fried Chicken as well.
I am. I'm a leg, a wing, a breast. I'm it all. Oh, forget that. Well, I like the Resident Evil games where you're fighting like these Goliath monsters.
Yeah.
You're like Marines. You're like, yeah. I like that. I like that side of it. It's like that sort of.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and you hear like the little, you hear the little drop, the little in the background.
There's lots of that. That's what makes it scary, the absence of noise.
Yeah, that sort of stuff, yeah. So the soundtrack in it is really scary as well then, because I know you're into your sound. Wicked. Is that you for your kilobits, or else have you been killing some time?
Yeah, that's me done.
Actually, no, you're doing something for the episode. You got to have a go on there, actually. Actually, there you go.
Yeah.
Speaking of stuff that's spooky, but it's got the sci-fi element to it.
Yep.
I just watched Stranger Things. I just watched a whole lot recently. I know you've been a big fan of it as well.
Yep.
First things first, Stranger Things. Like, are you with me on the 5? I'm straight up. I'm out of the gate. I'm giving it a 5. I think it was fucking wicked.
Yeah.
It was wicked.
Definitely.
We won't spoil it for you. Like, I know Funk's kind of spoiled Jason Bourne for you. The trailer, he's talked you for it, but Stranger Things is like, it kind of ticks the boxes of sci-fi and thriller and horror. It's not just scary or freaky or nasty for the sake of it. There's a really good story in it, and it's got that 80s twist and really good music as well.
I think that's what would make it even more enjoyable. If you're of a certain age group, you would actually remember what films from that era actually look like, and it pays homage like in such a respectful and classy way that even when I did some background reading to find out the music, is it original music? Is it new? Some of the music is actually new kind of stuff.
Yeah, but they've styled it
as the whole that 80s synth sounds.
And it's actually the directors is it brothers, twin brothers,
the Duffer Brothers.
They've taken it to a few networks, and other networks said no to that idea.
Really?
And also with the music, apparently this is just hearsay on the internet. I've read it on those articles, so this could be bullshit, but it sounds believable.
Yeah.
They have got some of the music approved by for the network bosses. The way they got it approved is by playing that music over other horror films. So they've got other 80s films, played some of that music, and other current films, played like the doom 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 music out of it. And it got off. And I think the soundtrack's wicked.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you know a little bit about the 80s, or if you've seen a film like E.T., you can see where they've sort of been influenced by that. You've seen other Stephen King film adaptations of books. There's like hits in that. And also, if you know fuck all about the 80s, it's still wicked as well. It's still a great watch as well.
We're kind of in an era now where everyone's wearing 80s clothes anyway. So.
Yeah. Some of that stuff, I was like, that's tight, yo. I want that. There was a lot of extra medium tops going around there in that film. And the acting's really good as well.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that's some of the best acting from adults and children since Breaking Bad. Yeah. Breaking Bad was quite I think it's quite good acting.
Yeah.
I think it's really, really good as well, man. I mean, is there going to be a season? Can they do another season?
Personally, I hope not. I think it was a nice conclusion to wrap it up. I'm not sure where they would go from this point onwards in terms of, I don't want to give it away, but where it got to at the end. Yeah.
It's a good ending as well. It was just good, man.
Yeah.
It was well written, And I think people should be happy to make stuff that doesn't last forever.
Yeah,
like, let's just have a one-off film. So let's just have a one-off series.
Yeah.
By the way, sorry if my voice is breaking apart. There was a lot of shouting into the microphone that happened this weekend when I was doing a club booking. But the reason I was talking about that is because Funk, literally just before we press record, had a go on the Stranger Things is a pointing game, isn't it? Point and click game.
Yeah, point and click game.
It's freely available, so we'll tweet out the link on the How to Kill an Hour Twitter. Yeah. Oh, we got How to Kill an Hour Twitter now.
Yes.
We're not How to Kill 60 anymore at last. Cheers, Twitter.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, somebody else was talking about some wrong type of killing.
Hallelujah.
We couldn't get that.
Mainframe, same frame of mind.
Hey. So yeah, talk us through it, man. Talk us through it.
Think of a game like Broken Sword for my point and clickers out there. Broken Sword is a classic game where you kind of look for the clues, click on the clues. When you click on the clue, it kind of generates a series of questions, and you pick which questions you actually can suggest to progress your line of investigation. So this is a real short game, and would it make sense to someone who hasn't seen the program before? I'm just trying to think of at what episode what happens in the forest kind of like transpires. So
is it more of a fan game?
I think this is a game which you play after the series. Yeah.
Fan game.
Yeah. So, but if you are currently watching the series, I don't think it gives off any real spoilers or anything like that. So you can, it's so short. It is more like just an accessory to the whole mood and the vibe of the actual series.
Okay.
I mean, the game is made in 8-bit as well. So it kind of,
so it's really like big old pixels.
Yeah, it accentuates that old school retro feel again of the kind of games that would have been made in that era as well. So that's good.
Did they have the music? The dum, 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 dum,
yeah, they had all the music in there. Yeah. They had the real, the characters, the lead sheriff in there. He's two, dopey accomplices in the station.
Those must have come from the Scream films, Officer Doofy.
Do you know, I've got a friend of mine, Diana. Shouts to Diana. And she had a theory, that basically the sheriff and the three friends, the black kid and the two white guys that are still present because the other guy's gone missing, that is them in the parallel dimension but older. So that's possibly a way the second season could go. So you remember you heard that here first.
You know what, I don't want to comment because I think Funk said enough. He said enough. You said enough. If we say more, it will spoil it. But it's a free game. I literally just downloaded it, put it on a computer, and let you have on it. We'll put the link on it.
Yeah.
Everything, by the way, from now on, everything we talk about on the show, we'll put links up in a blog post at howtokillanhour.com. And like for apps and stuff like that, we'll put all the links on. So just go to howtokillanhour.com/blog, check out the stuff, click on the links and get there. And if we can squeeze links into the show description as well, we'll put them in there as well. So either show description or howtokillanhour.com/blog. But how do you feel about that game out of 5? Would you want to give that?
I would like to see a full game of it, but I give it a 4.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Cool. I think from what I can see, literally we just checked it out. It looks like there's 2 fans of the series checked it out. Anyway, have I been killing a bit this week?
Yes.
Had to go on this thing called a Key Smart.
Okay.
Chuck it over to Funk. The Key Smart is basically a device which is designed to smartly store your keys. It says it can fit up to 100 keys in it. So no more clunky keys jingling around.
Oh, wow.
Just click one out and select the right one. So the Key Smart's designed for someone, if you have a big bunch of keys and you go out and you've got like work keys, you got like garage keys. Is that you, Funk? You got garage keys.
I look like a janitor. Remember, who's the guy from The Simpsons? The Scottish man?
Hey, right. What's his...
This is Janitor Willie or something.
Officer Willie. Is he... Willie. Willie, hey. Yeah, he's wicked. I want all Scottish people to sound like that. Hey, Isaac, hey. So yeah, basically, if you've got a lot of keys, it's designed to help you store them. So the way it works is let me just have a look at it, so I can explain it properly. Sorry. So the way it works for you is if you've got a massive set of keys, is the regular device you get is a key smart.
Yeah.
And it's these two metal plates. So imagine a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
It's empty. So you take one of the plates off and you load your keys in.
Yep.
And just to make sure that you can flick out your keys nicely, they give you these little black spaces as well, so you can space everything out.
Yeah.
So you pop all your keys in.
And you just balance it out either side, obviously.
Yeah, and so you put keys on each side. But as well as that, like a Swiss Army knife, you can get accessories as well. So I've got a bottle opener on mine now.
Oh.
You can get USB sticks, which I'll get to. This is one of the important things. And it's the best way of explaining it is, honestly, we'll put a link on it on the show description as well. Is this, if you've got a lot of keys, this really helps organize your shit.
That is amazing.
If I'm honest with you, if you're somebody that has one house key, and maybe another key, all right, overkill, yeah. But not many of us are like that. But if you get a bit older, you got house keys here and there. Yeah. You got work office keys, studio keys. Your side piece is a little key that you used to slip in through the window at night. You can fit all of these in. And if you and you look at the version that I've got, we'll see the picture out. It doesn't look like it can hold 100 keys, but you get the extenders.
Yeah.
So the things that you use to tie it back together again, you get like these extender screws on them.
Okay.
So these plates can have quite a bit of space in between them.
Yeah.
And they seem to have thought of everything, because people can be like, oh my gosh, what about car keys?
Yeah.
So what they've done is they've given you this little bit on the end of it for me here, where you can attach your big ass car key. Because car keys are big ass. There's no small ass car keys now. They're like in the shape of a car sometimes, or a fob. So the biggest thing about my key smart is my car key on the other end of it.
Yeah.
And I've decided to keep my one USB stick on here. This is the USB stick that I take off and leave with people if they need to take and use. But you can get USB adapters that slide in and out of your key smart like a key.
Okay.
They're like 8 gig, 12, 30. I think they're like, they go up quite big. So you can literally be rolling with a Swiss Army knife. It's got all your keys in it, bottle opener on it, and also a USB stick on it as well. They've got all these accessories. They've got like these clips where you can clip and either clip a couple of, I presume clip a couple of key smarts together, or big keys, or keys that you regularly take on and off. You've got like drawstrings that come from your hip and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think if you're a janitor, or like a caretaker, or you got a job where you roll with a lot of keys, more than one key smart would be really good. Like say you were servicing like 3 or 4 buildings in a day. Yeah. That's what I'd say the key smart's wicked for. If you just got a lot of keys, like if you got your keys on you now, let me see your keys.
No, I haven't got them.
Funk's got some hench keys, man. But I like to roll with things quite neat. At first, I was a bit like, I don't know, but I'm used to it now, and I really like it. I really like it, man.
Do you know what's brilliant about that? You will know immediately what side the specific key is on.
Yeah, I used to have all these little...
rather than having to sift through the bunch, and you immediately know if it's on the left side of the key smart or the right side. You know that all the keys on that side, or your girlfriend's house is on that side of the key smart. Your house keys are on that side. Side
pieces on the other side. It's a super simple device. It's one of those things that solve the problem you don't realize you have. And now that I'm rolling with it, I can't really.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
I want to start using it. I like it.
The thing that made my ears prick up, you said there's the extender.
Yeah, you get the
because
extender.
Obviously some keys are like, like Chubb, which is a key type, like a manufacturer, and those keys are rounded, as opposed to being flat. So
they're quite thick. So you could have however thick. Obviously, car keys, like I said, they wouldn't really go in there. But depending on your car key, maybe. But if you have a really thick set of keys, you can set it up. And what I'm doing now is I'm showing Funk the separators. The separators. Because all the keys that I have in this right now, they're different thicknesses, even if it's like a millimeter or 2. But in order for them to slide in and out nicely, you want to have the spaces in. And yeah, man, it works. I like it.
Yeah.
I'll give it 4 out of 5. It's good. I'm just going to give it a 4 because they didn't send me the USB stick. Well, it's good. It's simple. My keys are sensible. I could see myself, say if I had more than one property, I'd probably have more than one key smart. I don't know if that's what they want you to do, but I could see myself like having like the red key smart for this property, the blue key smart for this, and like clipping them all together and using them. So that's the key smart, man. It's great, and they've got accessories galore. So I presume they'll be continuing to make them. They're made in Chicago. It took a while to get here, but I'm happy with it, man. I like it. The key smart,
very neat.
Next, Facebook are trying to launch an app. I don't know if it's over here yet, but I got my hands on it. Yeah, they got a new app called Life Stage.
Okay.
And basically, you know how Instagram have done the stories section, which is basically Snapchat.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, you're probably not the right kind of listener for this show. Please close your app and no joke. No, Snapchat is like the app where we, take 10-second videos of ourselves, post it to our story. After 24 hours, it goes.
Yep.
So Instagram have had a go at doing it. Now there's an app called Life Stage.
Yeah. And
it's by Facebook, and it's their attempt at Snapchat. So when you open it up, you set up your profile.
Yeah.
Little bit of information about yourself, hook it up to your Facebook account, and then you literally just crack on with taking pictures of yourself. But all of the pictures that you put up are themed, so you have like a story which is made up of what your emotions are, for example. So, for example, if I click on a part of the app that has emojis, I can now say, right, I'm going to record a video which is my angry face. So it's going to be like it'll have an angry overlay on it. And then once I've done that, I can drop another one in that's my happy face. I can like have my love face. I can have my doo-doo face or whatever. So it's cool. It's another kind of snap. It's like you can have reactions in there. You listening to music, your favorite and your least favorite song. It's kind of like you mentioned how Facebook collects all the information about you. Remember when you first did Facebook, you'd do stuff like books I like to read, films I like to see. This is what it's like. So you can have like all your emoji faces, which is basically all the emotions that you feel, the things that you like, music or food or films, people that you roll with, stuff that I do, my reactions to all stuff, random stuff that's just me messing around. You fill all these videos up, and anyone can look at it. So I can go into your Live Stage app profile, I can be like, what music doesn't funk like at the moment?
Okay.
What song does funk like at the moment? So it's kind of like this weird data collection app that finds out everything about you. But so that's what it's like. It's cool. So
I mean, just a minute ago, you're talking about overkill in terms of key smart. Like, is this not overkill in the terms of there's a lot of duplication here. There's a lot of duplication in terms of this app has attributes which already exist in other current apps which are still relevant and still popular. Yeah. And a lot of people either have Snapchat or Instagram. Instagram is owned by Facebook, which kind of baffles me as to what the Life Stage app does differently from the Instagram stories. So, I mean, out of 5.
Before I say that, I feel like I don't want another Snapchat.
Yeah.
Because Snapchat's doing this thing, and Snapchat, everyone's forgetting that Snapchat did try it. If you want to call it like a rap beef, if you were to liken this to a rap beef, how a rap beef usually works, let's not look at Meek Mill because his behavior was different. How a rap beef usually starts is a rapper will say a line that people go, oh my gosh, was he talking about someone else? Yeah. And then the rapper that he might be talking about, rapper B, let's say. So rapper A says something and he says something like, I don't like bees, but I like honey. And everyone goes, oh, was he talking about B? Rapper B. Yeah. And rapper B will say something like, too many people been saying A. And everyone goes, hey, it's all about A.
Yeah. There's subliminals.
Subliminal, yes. The subs. And Snapchat, don't you remember a little while back, Snapchat had video calling. You could send pictures to people, open messages and stuff. But they decided to take everything that everyone else was doing and be like, we do that right here. Yeah. So I think all the other apps were like, all right, motherfucker. Yeah. So Snapchat has got stories like Facebook. Yeah. And I feel like other apps are now reacting, and this is Facebook's attempt, their direct attempt at saying, listen, Snapchat, we've got this. But
do you want to hear my theory on it though?
Yeah, go on.
Because Snapchat was approached a while ago, and their valuation was so high, that Facebook said, no, not at that price. Because obviously Instagram had just been bought by Facebook, and the Snapchat were just like, like, we value ourselves at X amount. I think they went in at 3 billion. And they went in at 3 billion. And this is about, I think it was 2009.
All right.
They went in at 3 billion. So since that time, what they may have done is that they've acquired all the attributes of their app into their own product, i.e. Instagram. And that essentially could potentially devalue the stock of Snapchat because it doesn't have a USP anymore, innit?
Right.
If your USP is the fact that you have these stories that disappear day after day and whatnot, and then now there's 2 platforms which do the same thing.
Yeah. And then you have another one, which you just invented.
Exactly.
Another one.
All
right, that's a much better theory. I think I was just chatting shit. But what's this like for a third theory? What, 3 for the price of 1? We give you value on How to Kill an Hour. Yeah, that's why we're Editor's Choice. Yeah, all right? Let's just milk it while we're there. That's why we're Editor's Choice, yeah? In the top 5, yeah? Even top 2 of tech. Anyway, so another theory I got is, this is great for data collection. Let's not get this twisted.
Yeah.
These social media companies are valued so much because of the data they collect. That's why Facebook is so powerful, because they have political conversations on there. They know how many children their users are having when people put kids' pictures up. They know how many, they know where people are because they have like, you know, the location tracking. You can check into places. This is very powerful information, knowing where people are, when, where, and what they like. So with each of these, it's like Snapchat, but they've kind of guided you into saying, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is my favorite song, this is my least favorite song. So with that information, you can put that into a machine and start to learn and sell that data. And also, it's a bit younger, this as well. It's that key 16 to 25 demographic that if you're 16 to 25, these advertising companies want you. And the cool kids are on Snapchat right now. Snapchat's the coolest out of everything. Let's be honest. Like, I love my social medias, but Snapchat is cool as fuck right now. I mean, Twitter's where good conversation happens. Facebook is where people get very political, but Snapchat is that's where the jokes is. That's it's good vibes. I mean, there are people that are like Steve-O the Madman here and Love for the Ink, that like they make television shows with this.
So where would Live Stage fall in amongst all the...
I think it's going for a slightly younger group, like the younger college kids or secondary school kids. And I think it's very good at collecting data on what they like.
Okay,
if they're all liking Stormzy. We know Stormzy's this or that. We know how to value advertising in that area. So that's how I feel. I mean, that's what I think of it. I don't know what you think of that as a theory, whether that sounds feasible, because it guides you in. Like when you open it, it says, I'm going to do it. It's like, here's a snap about something I like, snap about something I don't like, snap about my favorite tune, here's my favorite food. It's quite powerful data. And
I feel like what they're probably finding is that, so this Live Stage app, it has nothing to do with Facebook, it's just owned by Facebook. Okay, but it has nothing to do with Facebook. So probably that's why they're having to separate the brand, because they're trying to lure Snapchatters away to a whole completely different brand. And only at the last possible moment do you find out that has an alliance with an already established company.
I mean, I'll let you flick around with it now on the phone. How Snapchatty does that feel and look to you?
Well, I mean,
I think it feels snappy.
You already know that, like, Instagram is playing a part in there because it's got a little Instagram logo at the bottom.
Yeah.
So you already know what kind of team you're a part of. But I mean, to begin with, the interface doesn't look too dissimilar from Snapchat. So I guess that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to lure you into a new environment, but say, hey, come over to this place. It doesn't feel too unfamiliar from what you're used to. So we're trying to create a happy medium. So they're definitely after the Snapchatters.
Yeah, definitely. But that's it. I mean, I'll keep an eye on it and go on my phone. I think it's out. I don't know if it's out in the UK yet, but it'll be out. It's out in the States. I think they're trialing it in different parts of the world. We'll see how it goes, man. I mean, I think we need something new, and I think something totally different is going to have to come along to become the next thing. Like, remember when there was Twitter and Instagram? We were like, well, what's next? And Vine did its thing, and Snapchat that was the new thing. But that's where we're at. I don't know if I should really give that a number at the moment. I don't know if it really counts, but I don't know. I feel like a 3-ish. I don't know. I don't feel like.
Yeah. I
feel like I want to see it grow a bit more. It's more of a new idea that I want to see grow.
Yeah. I think it's a new app, but a reinvention of the wheel. Rather.
Yeah. I hear that. Right, next, Twitter night mode. It's on. Have you know that it's on the new iOS? You've got night mode on your Twitter. Been on Android for a little while. Yeah. Click on the little cog wheel in the profile, select night mode. Everything goes blacked out, slightly dimmer, makes it easier to read tweets before bed. Yep. I'm dyslexic, Funk, and I struggle with high contrast ratios. So I used to like to read old yellow paged books because there was less contrast between the white and everything. And for me, it's slightly less hard on my eyes when it's a darker background with light text. Okay. Yeah, I know the text is white and the background is black, so there's still high contrast. But it's easier for me. I'm just letting you know that that's available. Okay.
Explain the difference between that and the function that iPhones already have in terms of.
Oh yes, so iPhones have.
So in the last iOS update, they actually had a night mode. Yeah, it's
that's the night shift mode where the pixels go yellow. Yeah. So what that does is that stops you. You know, there's that they say that if you look at a bright screen before bed, it keeps you awake. Your mind doesn't settle. So this kind of gives the screen a yellow haze, which for me is great. I leave it on all the time because, like I said, the dyslexia. So that's what that does. But with Twitter, when you open up your Twitter normally, it's so bright. Like you don't realize how bright Twitter is. Yeah. It's loads of white. Yeah. And it's really bright. If you're in bed, and you're looking at Twitter, your other half's going to be pissed off, because the whole room's light. But you put on this night mode, press a little cog at the top left.
Yeah, let's have a look at it. So we're just switching. We're in the night shift mode, and we're switching whilst in the night shift to the Twitter night mode. Okay,
it looks sexy too. I like it, and I've left it like that all the time. But yeah, that was that. Simple. Okay, I ain't gonna give that a number because that's just a feature. I'll give it 10 out of 5. No joking. Right, Funk.
Yes.
Me and you.
Yep.
Our favourite superhero.
All right.
Is Batman, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Cool, just double check.
Yeah.
Which one? I'm Arkham. Is Arkham your favourite Batman as well?
Yeah.
Arkham Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There's somebody who I really want to meet, and I think you'd want to meet him as well.
Yeah.
Somebody has designed a Guinness World Record breaking Batman cosplay suit. Yeah. Now, cosplay has gone up so much. Like, cosplay is when people dress up like superheroes, people from films and stuff like that. But before it used to be, I'm putting a little Batman mask and a little, some leggings and run around. Yeah. Now, with like 3D printing, and with the extra time people have on their hands, people are making some badass cosplay suits. Yeah. This cosplay suit blows any other Batman cosplay suit out of the water. Shout out to Julian Checkley. Yep. Sorry. Batman. Yeah. Because he made an Arkham Batman cosplay suit. Funk.
Yeah. It's actually the suit from Arkham Knights.
Yeah.
The Arkham Knight Batman.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Wicked.
Yeah.
Love that. Sorry. I want to go play it now. Julian's a special effects master by trade. So he spent 3 months making it. He works in special effects. But what makes this world record breaking is it has 23 gadgets that all actually work. Yeah. So he's got smoke spray, fireball sprays, a bat signal torch, magnetic bat boomerang with GPS, bat claw, you name it. This guy has got it. Funk, brother, I want to meet this guy. I want to roll with him. I want him to be my friend. I want him to be part of the gang. I want him to be on How to Kill an Hour.
Yeah.
Have you seen a video for this?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. I showed it to you and Billy.
Sorry, Funk. You sent it to us. I'm so sorry, bruv.
And I was just like, that is amazing. And I don't understand why this suit couldn't have been used in the most recent film.
It actually looks better.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it actually does look better than the recent Batman versus Superman one.
The only difference is obviously the Batman vs Superman film is in relation to Frank Miller's comic, so it looks like the comic book. Yeah. But if ever they were to kind of go on the new Batman tangent with Ben and whatnot. I think they should use this. They have to.
Yeah, the way that motherfucker threw the thing though. Yeah. Car. Sorry, we'll put the video up. The way he froze the backtracker eye. And you know what I like about his cosplay suit as well? It's got this mouth guard thing that I think looks wicked.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So yeah, he's Guinness World Record breaking with it. I'm gonna ask you some of the dumbest questions that I probably could ever ask someone like yourself, Funk. Would you wear this suit?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yes.
I would wear that.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I would just wear it all the time. I'll go shop in it.
Yeah.
I'll go bed in it, probably.
Yeah.
I'd run up on some criminals in that suit.
That's my winter attire. Right here in the UK. That's going to be my winter attire. Yeah.
We need... you're like, you're going to wear a onesie? Yeah. Let me go put my onesie on. I'm just...
It's actually... ingenious the level at, and the fact that he hasn't had any kind of consultation with the actual designers of the suit. He just used whatever. But you know what it is, when you actually play the Arkham Knight game, you know, in the loading screen where you actually look at the different suits that you can get, you can actually rotate it. So he's probably used that screen to rotate it 360 so you can look at all different angles, and he's used that information to build on his own design at home.
What I want to know is how bulletproof is this? If you could make another suit though, because I know we're both Batman guys, what would your suit be?
Obviously, I've seen some amazing Iron Man ones. Remember the one that Jamie had?
Yes.
Grime MC Jamie, he had a fully functioning Iron Man suit. Yeah. I think, you have to correct me if I'm wrong, I think the way the helmet came off as well was
Yeah. So an Iron Man suit would be good.
An Iron Man suit. Just trying to think of superheroes that actually have full-on suits.
I would love
a War Machine.
A War Machine one. I wouldn't mind an Incredible Hulk suit.
Yeah.
And I know you're thinking, how would I do that? I'll go and find whoever did the Ludacris video, Stand Up. Because Ludacris had massive arms in that. Get back.
Yeah.
I'd get one of those. So I'd get, like, Ludacris had these massive prosthetic arms. I'd love that. I'd love to go out like that.
Oh, do you know, actually... I did see an amazing cosplay suit of Thanos that someone done.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a Thanos suit out there. There's somebody. Oh my god!
Yeah.
I'll do it myself. That's become a meme now.
Yeah,
you know, that ending the film.
So this suit had obviously used kind of like prosthetic makeup on that square jaw of his and whatnot. So, but yeah, that was really, really good.
A Thanos cosplay. So you do that? Yeah, I'll probably go for the Hulk. Has he got the right to be called Batman in real life? I think he could. No, if people ask him what he does, he could say he's Batman.
Yeah, he could. But if they see him in his alter ego self and he's driving around in a Robin reliant car, then he doesn't fit the profile of Bruce Wayne outside of the suit. So I guess he might be a few million short of the Bruce Wayne billionaire boy status.
The billionaire boy status, Bruce Wayne. We need to go to the cosplay, or we need to go to like a com soon, like a games com or something like that, and go see some cosplay. Some of that stuff's wicked, you know.
I think the cosplayers are actually the main attraction these days at these comic conventions, more so than the actual comics or the products being sold there. Yeah. It's just the outfits that people are coming out with.
Yeah. Do you know what outfits did let me down, Funk?
Go on.
I'll give you one guess.
What?
The Suicide Squad outfits. I'm going in on the film again.
Whose outfit? Do you know whose outfit disappointed me? Because I thought, do you know what? I would have gone with CGI.
Who's?
Killer Croc.
Yeah. He needed to be a bit bigger, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean,
he needs to be more like drooly and scary. He looked a bit clean cut.
Yeah. I mean, this guy is supposed to be a cannibal that eats people and whatnot. And
he's supposed to have lost his mind a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Oh, this won't fuck it up. There's a bit in it where he's watching TV. Come on, man. Killer Croc. In what iteration of Batman has Killer Croc been watching CNN?
No, that's what he asked for. Do you see what?
Yeah, but why would he ask for that?
No, do you know what he asked for?
What?
He asked for BET. These sell. Killer Croc after BET.
Who played him again?
Echo from Lost.
Echo from what's his name again?
Adebisi,
yeah, played him, yeah.
Yeah, Adebisi from.
So was that your ad lib, Adebisi? Yeah? Is that how you're gonna do us? Yeah, you're gonna feed into the stereotype. Yeah, yeah. Give me some BET on that. Yeah, yeah.
But basically, Killer Croc is supposed to be a black crime lord that has gone through a transformation process. So that's why apparently he's into that kind of that culture of music.
I just find it hard that you're a slimy guy that lives in such a wet and moist conditions and you want to have electronics. So it's a dangerous combination.
Yeah. So aside from that, who else's costume?
Harley's.
Yeah.
And you know what? I love Margot Robbie. She weren't making me stiff in the film. That weren't doing it for me. She needed a bit more eating needed to be going on for me there. Yeah. Sorry, Margot, you're a bit too slim around there. Margot, man, and like bending over all the man. Yeah. Her voice was good, like Mr. J. That was sick. Yeah. She had like the best sort of voice. Yeah. And they gave her, and there's an odes to her Harley Quinn outfit where she picks it up and she decides not to wear it. Yeah. That upset me. I get that the film's gonna sell better when you see Will Smith's face. Yeah. But he should have had. I'm always getting
the dead shot.
Dead shot.
Yeah,
took that.
He looked better on with the mask on.
So I mean, that's why I was upset. Took that off. Who else did we have in there? Outfit wise, really. And then there was a Batman outfit. Really, that didn't really do it for me. I mean, Jared looked good. Yeah, Jared looked good. Yeah. We already really went in on this film 2 episodes ago. Yeah. So we won't overbore you with it. But yeah. So they need to get this gentleman whose name is Julian Checkley. Yeah. They need to get him working on more films. Yeah. In fact, Julian, if you want to, feel free. Come and measure up me and Funk. We could become Batman and Robin. I'd be Robin. If he did me a Robin, I'd do a Robin, you know.
Do you know what they need? We need a proper Wolverine costume. I've always grown up where Wolverine's had a mask over his face as well. So I want one film where I get the classic, you know, the yellow and blue Wolverine outfit.
That could come, you know, because Hugh Jackman has done his last film as Wolverine now. Yeah. Because he was on YouTube the other day, on Twitter the other day, shaving off his beard and that for the last time. Yeah, shaving off the sideburns.
Oh wow.
And that might be the last time we see him as a huge jacked man. Yeah. Because he's like 45, I think. Yeah. And the reason I'm mentioning his age is to look that physically, like to look that ripped, to basically have a bodybuilder's body at the age of 47.
I think there's
46. To look like that is hard work.
I think there's some wiggle room though. Right now, currently, there's a comic series called Old Man Logan.
Oh yeah.
So that Logan is obviously very old. It's like in his 60s, white hair, still got the pointy ears and ear kind of hair.
Yeah. Is he still ripped in it though?
Still ripped and everything. So I feel like he could fall into that category if the zeros on the check is right.
When do you think he'll have to start relying on the CGI though? Because he says himself it's about a 6 month. You say it's a 6 month transformation for him?
Well, when you look at films like what's the film with the with Arnold and
Terminator?
No,
with Expendables.
Yeah, when you got all those classic action heroes in there, they're still jumping around, and some of them are well past their self. If they were milk, that milk would have curdled.
So, you know, Funk says smooth as chips. These guys were as hard as cheese.
Hard as cheese, smooth as chips. Yeah, but those guys are still jumping up and down. And
Arnie in the new Terminator, there was a lot of CGI going on. Yeah. There's a lot of CGI going on.
He did no stunts.
Yeah. But like the old T-1000, no, the new T-1000 that you see walking around, the younger version of him, when the body's out, that's obviously not him. It's just not physically possible. But yeah, man, shout out to Hugh Jackman, man. Yeah. I'm actually always going to call him Huge Jackman as well now.
Jackman.
But my voice is about to die, Funk. I'm dying. So we're going to have to wrap it up for this week. We're going to try and slide out a few more of those episodes actually soon. You know, the ones where we get the How to Kill an Hour bits from the Marcus Meets podcast. Yeah. We've not officially spoken about that on this show.
No, maybe we should now.
Are we allowed to do like a side episode?
Yeah.
Can we do that now?
Yeah.
Or after we say bye now?
Yeah.
All right, you're going to get 2 episodes for one this week. Let's wrap this one up then. So thank you very much for killing an hour with us. If you want to rate and comment us, it really helps us get to more ears, and also shows the editor of iTunes that put us on the editor's choice list, that we are actually reasonable. Please do that. We put a link in the description. I've been Marcus Bronzy, at Marcus Bronzy on Twitter.
And I've been Funk Butcher, at Funk Butcher on Twitter, Instagram, the lot.
That's the one. And How to Kill an Hour is now at How to Kill an Hour on Twitter as well.
Yes.
Don't forget to show us extra love. You can buy us a coffee or a tea if you head to howtokillanhour.com/cheers. In return, we'll give you bonus content and early release of episodes as a thank you. There are many ways to kill an hour out there. Thank you for killing one with us.